Shalom, and welcome back to the Cepher Daily Readings. Thank you for stopping by to follow along. I am Trish. All praise and glory to the Most High Yah, in the name of the Son, Yahusha HaMashiach. We are in Deuterotomy, Devariym, chapter 29. These are the words of the covenant, which Yahuwah commanded Moshe to cut with the children of Yasharel in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he cut with them in Horeb. And Moshe called unto all Yasharel and said unto them, You have seen all that Yahuwah did before your eyes in the land of Mitzrayim unto Pharaoh, and unto all his servants, and unto all his land. The great temptations which your eyes have seen, the signs, and those great miracles. Yet Yahuwah has not given you a heart to perceive, and eyes to see, and ears to hear unto this day. And I have led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes are not waxen old upon you, and your shoe is not waxen old upon your foot. You have not eaten bread, neither have you drunk wine or strong drink, that you might know that I am Yahuwah Elohim. And when you came unto this place, Sihon the king of Heshbon, and Og the king of Bashan, came out against us into battle, and we smote them. And we took their land, and gave it for an inheritance unto the Rebunim, and to the Gadiim, and to the half tribe of Manasseh. Guard, therefore, the words of this covenant, and do them, that you may prosper in all that you do. You stand this day, all of you, before Yahuwah Elohim, your captains of your tribes, your elders and your officers, with all the men of Yasharel, your little ones, your women, and your stranger that is in your camp, from the hewer of your wood unto the drawer of your water, that you should enter into covenant with Yahuwah Elohim, and into his oath which Yahuwah Elohim cuts with you this day, that he may establish you today for a people unto himself, and that he may be unto you Elohim, as he has said unto you, and as he has sworn 7 oaths unto your fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzchak, and to Yaakov. Neither with you only do I cut this covenant and this oath, but with him that stands here with us this day before Yahuwah Eloheinu, and also with him that is not here with us this day. For you know how we have dealt in the land of Mitzrayim, and how we came through the nations which you passed by. And you have seen their abominations, and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were among them. Lest there should be among you man or woman or family or tribe whose heart turns away this day from Yahuwah Eloheinu, to go and serve the Eloi of these nations. Lest there should be among you a root that bears gall and wormwood. And it come to pass, when he hears the words of this curse, that he bless himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of my heart, to add drunkenness to thirst. Yahuwah will not spare him, but then the anger of Yahuwah and his jealousy shall smoke against that man, and all the curses that are written in this Cepher shall lie upon him, and Yahuwah shall blot out his name from under heaven. And Yahuwah shall separate him unto evil out of all the tribes of Yasharel, according to all the curses of the covenant that are written in this Cepher of the Torah. So that the generation to come of your children that shall rise up after you, and the stranger that shall come from a far land, shall say, when they see the plagues of that land, and the sicknesses which Yahuwah has laid upon it, and that the whole land thereof is brimstone and salt and burning, that it is not sown, nor bears, nor any grass grows therein, like the overthrow of Sedom and Amorah and Admah and Zeboim, which Yahuwah overthrew in his anger and in his wrath. Even all nations shall say, wherefore has Yahuwah done thus unto this land? What does the heat of this great anger mean? Then men shall say, because they have forsaken the covenant of Yahuwah Elohai of their fathers, which he cut with them when he brought them forth out of the land of Mitzrayim. For they went and served other Elohim, and worshipped them, Elohim whom they knew not, and whom he had not given unto them. And the anger of Yahuwah was kindled against this land, to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this Cepher. And Yahuwah rooted them out of their land in anger, and in wrath, and in great indignation, and cast them into another land, as it is this day. The secrets of Yahuwah Eloheinu are given to his children and their sons forever and ever, that they may observe every word of the Torah. Chapter 30. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon you, the blessing and the curse which I have set before you, and you shall call them to mind among all the nations, whither Yahuwah Elohika has driven you, and shall return unto Yahuwah Elohika, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command you this day, you and your children, with all your heart and with all your soul. That then Yahuwah Elohika will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you, and will return and gather you from all the nations whither Yahuwah Elohika has scattered you. If any of yours be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahuwah Elohika gather you, and from thence will he fetch you. And Yahuwah Elohika will bring you into the land which your fathers possessed, and you shall possess it. And he will do you good and multiply you above your fathers. And Yahuwah Elohika will circumcise your heart, and the heart of your seed, to love Yahuwah Elohika with all your heart, and with all your soul, that you may live. And Yahuwah Elohika will put all these curses upon your enemies, and on them that hate you, which persecuted you. And you shall return and obey the voice of Yahuwah, and do all his commandments which I command you this day. And Yahuwah Elohika will make you plenteous in every work of your hand, in the fruit of your body, and in the fruit of your cattle, and in the fruit of your land, for good. For Yahuwah will again rejoice over you for good, as he rejoiced over your fathers. If you shall hearken unto the voice of Yahuwah Elohika, to guard his commandments and his statutes, which are written in the Cepher of the Torah, and if you turn unto Yahuwah Elohika with all your heart and with all your soul. For this commandment which I command you this day, it is not hidden from you, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven, that you should say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it? Neither is it beyond the sea, that you should say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it? But the word is very nigh unto you, in your mouth and in your heart, that you may do it. See, I have set before you this day life and good, and death and evil. In that I command you this day to love Yahuwah Elohika, to walk in his ways, and to guard his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that you may live and multiply. And Yahuwah Elohika shall bless you in the land whither you go to possess it. But if your heart turn away, so that you will not hear, but shall be drawn away, and worship other Elohim and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that you shall surely perish, and that you shall not prolong your days upon the land, whither you pass over the Jordan to go to possess it. I call the heavens and the earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both you and your seed may live, that you may love Yahuwah Elohika, and that you may obey his voice, and that you may cleave unto him. For he is your life, and the length of your days, that you may dwell in the land which Yahuwah swore 7 oaths unto your fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzchak, and to Yaakov, to give them. Chapter 31. And Moshe went and spoke these words unto all Yasharel, and he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no longer go out and come in, Also, Yahuwah has said unto me, You shall not go over this Yarden. Yahuwah Elohika, he will go over before you, and he will destroy these nations from before you, and you shall possess them. And Yahusha, he shall go over before you, as Yahuwah has said. And Yahuwah shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and to Og, kings of the Devariym, and unto the land of them whom he destroyed. And Yahuwah shall give them up before your face, that you may do unto them according unto all the commandments which I have commanded you. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For Yahuwah Elohika, he it is that goes with you. He will not fail you, nor forsake you. And Moshe called unto Yahusha, and said unto him in the sight of all Yasharel, Be strong and of good courage, for you must go with this people unto the land which Yahuwah has sworn 7 oaths unto their fathers to give them, and you shall cause them to inherit it. And Yahuwah, he it is that goes before you. He will be with you. He will not fail you, neither forsake you. Fear not, neither be dismayed. And Moshe wrote this Torah and delivered it unto the priests, the sons of Levi, which bore the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, and unto all the elders of Yasharel. And Moshe commanded them, saying, At the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the feast of Sukkot, when all Yasharel has come to appear before Yahuwah Elohika in the place which he shall choose, you shall read this Torah before all Yasharel in their hearing. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and your stranger that is within your gates, that they may hear, and that they may learn, and fear Yahuwah Elohim, and guard to do all the words of this Torah, and that their children, which have not known anything, may hear and learn to fear Yahuwah Elohim, as long as you live in the land whither you go over the Yarden to possess it. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Behold, your days approach that you must die. Call Yahusha and present yourselves in the tabernacle of the assembly, that I may give him a charge. And Moshe and Yahusha went and presented themselves in the tabernacle of the assembly. And Yahuwah appeared in the tabernacle in a pillar of a cloud. And the pillar of the cloud stood over the door of the tabernacle. And Yahuwah said unto Moshe, Behold, you shall sleep with your fathers, and this people will rise up and go a-whoring after the Eloi of the strangers of the land, whither they go to be among them, and will forsake me, and break my covenant which I have cut with them. Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them, and I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured, and many evils and troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, Are not these evils come upon us, because our Elohim is not among us? And I will surely hide my face in that day for all the evils which they shall have wrought, in that they are turned unto other Elohim. Now, therefore, write you this song for you, and teach it to the children of Yasharel. Put it in their mouths, that this song may be a witness for me against the children of Yasharel. For when I shall have brought them into the land which I swore 7 oaths unto their fathers, that flows with milk and honey, and they shall have eaten and filled themselves, and waxen fat, then will they turn unto other Elohim, and serve them, and provoke me, and break my covenant. And it shall come to pass, when many evils and troubles have befallen them, that this song shall testify against them as a witness. For it shall not be forgotten out of the mouths of their seed, for I know their imagination, which they go about. Even now, before I have brought them into the land which I swore 7 oaths. Moshe therefore wrote this song the same day and taught it the children of Yasharel. And he gave Yahusha the son of Nun a charge and said, Be strong and of a good courage, For you shall bring the children of Yasharel into the land which I swore 7 oaths unto them, and I will be with you. And it came to pass, when Moshe had made an end of writing the words of this Torah in a Cepher until they were finished, that Moshe commanded the Devariym, which bore the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah, saying, Take this Cepher of the Torah, and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah Elohim, that it may be there for a witness against you. For I know your rebellion and your stiff neck. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, you have been rebellious against Yahuwah, and how much more after my death? Gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call the heavens and the earth to record against them. For I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves, and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you. And evil will befall you in the latter days, because you will do evil in the sight of Yahuwah, to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. And Moshe spoke in the ears of all the assembly of Yasharel the words of this song, until they were ended. Chapter 32. Give ear, O you heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. Because I will publish the name of Yahuwah. Ascribe you greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment, an El of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do you thus requite Yahuwah, O foolish people, and unwise? Is he not your father that has brought you? Has he not made you and established you? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask your father, and he will show you, your elders, and they will tell you. When El Elyon divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of men, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Yasharel. For Yahuwah's portion is his people. Yaakov is the lot of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land, and in the waste, howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stirs up her nest, flutters over her young, spreads abroad her wings, takes them, bears them on her wings. So Yahuwah alone did lead him, and there was no strange El with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields. And he made him to suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock, butter of kine and milk of sheep, with fat of lambs and rams of the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. And you did drink the pure blood of the grape. But Yasharon waxed fat, and kicked. You are waxen fat. You are grown thick. You are covered with fatness. That then he forsook Eloi, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his deliverance. They provoked him to jealousy with strange Elohim. With abominations provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed unto Shittim, not to Eloah, to Elohim whom they knew not, to new Elohim that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begat you, you are unmindful and have forgotten El that formed you. And when Yahuwah saw it, he abhorred them, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not El. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest Sheol, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spend my arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger, and devoured with burning fat, and with bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, with the poison of serpents of the dust. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. I said I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is high, and Yahuwah has not done all this. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. How should one chase 1,000, and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and Yahuwah had shut them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is of the vine of Siddim, and of the fields of Amorah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asps. Is not this laid up in store with me, and sealed up among my treasures? To me belongs vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For Yahuwah shall judge his people, and sigh for his servants, when he sees that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, where are their Elohim, their rock in whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifices, and drank the wine of their drink offerings? Let them rise up and help you and be your protection. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no Elohim with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword, and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies, and will reward them that hate me. I will make arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O you nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. And Moshe came and spoke all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Husha, the son of Nun. And Moshe made an end of speaking all these words to all Yasharel. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the works which I testify among you this day, which you shall command your children to guard to do, all the words of this Torah. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life. And through this thing you shall prolong your days in the land, whither you go over the Yarden to possess it. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe that selfsame day, saying, get you up into this mountain, Abarim, unto Mount Nebu, which is in the land of Moab, that is over against Jericho, and behold the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Yasharel for a possession, and die in the mount whither you go up, and be gathered unto your people, as Aaron your brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his people. Because you transgressed against me among the children of Yasharel at the waters of Meribah, Kadesh, and the wilderness of Zin, because you sanctified me not in the midst of the children of Yasharel. Yet you shall see the land before you, but you shall not go thither unto the land which I give the children of Yasharel. The end of chapter 32. Psalms, Tehilliym, chapter 46. To the chief musician for the sons of Korach, a song upon Alamoth. Elohim is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, upon the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of Elohim, the holy place of the tabernacles of El Elyon. Elohim is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. Elohim shall help her, and that right early. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. Yahuwah Sevaoth is with us. The Eloi of Yaakov is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of Yahuwah. What desolations he has made on the earth. He makes wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in sunder. He burns the chariots in the fire. Be still and know that I am Elohim. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Yahuwah Sebaoth is with us. The Eloi of Yaakov is our refuge. Selah. Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you to the Most High Yah for this time, for this moment, for the word. Thank you in the name of the Son, Yahusha. I pray this is a blessing to you and that it glorifies our Father. And continue to study, read, continue to study. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yah willing, I will see you tomorrow. Shalom.